Jana Duggar has finally spoken out, and her words are filled with deep emotion that has left fans reacting in waves across social media. Just weeks after welcoming her first child, the eldest Duggar daughter shared a heartfelt statement about her brother Joseph that reveals both shock and sorrow. What she said, and how the family is navigating this latest chapter, is stirring strong feelings among longtime viewers who have followed the Duggars for years. Stay with me as we unpack the full update, the context behind it, and why this moment is hitting so hard for so many. For more than a decade, the Duggar family has been one of the most watched reality television dynasties in America. Jim, Bob and Michelle Duggar rose to fame with their large family on the TLC series 19 Kids and Counting, later continuing with Counting On. Viewers watched the children grow up, get married, and start families of their own under the spotlight. Jana, the oldest daughter, spent years as a central figure on those shows. She often appeared as a steady presence among her many siblings. In August 2024, she married Stephen Wisman in an elegant Arkansas ceremony. The couple later moved to Nebraska and, in late December 2025, welcomed their first child, a son named Archie Gerald Wisman. Jana had been sharing quieter updates about home life, renovations, and new parenthood. That peaceful chapter shifted dramatically in March 2026 when news broke about her brother Joseph. Understanding that history helps explain why her recent public response carries such weight. It also sets the stage for the emotional statement that has drawn so much attention. Joseph Duggar, the 31-year-old former Counting On cast member, was arrested on March 18, 2026, in Arkansas. Authorities in Florida charged him with lewd and lascivious behavior involving a minor, specifically molestation of a victim under the age of 12, and related conduct by a person 18 or older. The allegations stem from a 2020 family vacation in Panama City Beach, Florida, involving a girl who was 9 years old at the time. According to reports based on the arrest affidavit, the victim later disclosed the alleged incidents during a forensic interview when she was 14. Investigators stated that Joseph admitted the actions to the victim's father and to detectives. He was extradited to Florida, appeared in court, and pleaded not guilty. A judge set bond at $600,000 with conditions that include no unsupervised contact with minors, including his own 4 children with wife Kendra. In a separate Arkansas case, both Joseph and Kendra face misdemeanor charges of endangering the welfare of a minor and false imprisonment. Those matters remain ongoing. On April 2, 2026, roughly 2 weeks after the arrest became public, Jana and her husband Stephen released a joint statement on her Instagram stories. It read in part, "We are deeply saddened and heartbroken by the situation involving my brother, Joseph. This news came as a shock to us, as we have no prior knowledge before it became public. Our hearts are with the child who has been harmed. This is a grievous and unacceptable wrong. We continue to pray for the victim and for justice to be carried out." The statement was concise, clear, and focused on the alleged victim. Jana did not offer further personal commentary beyond that message. Several other siblings also shared their own responses in the days surrounding the news. Jill Duggar Dillard and her husband Derek said they were shocked and heartbroken, learned of the arrest through media reports, and strongly condemned abuse while expressing support for the rule of law. Jason Duggar and his wife Maddie described feeling shocked, grieved, and angered, emphasizing that their primary concern was for the child who had been harmed. Jana Duggar Vuolo spoke on her podcast about the deep pain and heartbreak the news caused, noting how difficult it was to process. Jana Duggar Forsyth called the reports heartbreaking and deeply disturbing and said she was taking time with her family. Parents Jim, Bob and Michelle issued a statement through a spokesperson describing themselves as heartbroken and focused on supporting Kendra and the children while praying for the victim. These responses show a consistent theme of shock, sorrow, and prioritization of the alleged victim across much of the family. The timing adds another layer. Jana had only recently begun sharing more about life with her newborn son. Moving from the joy of new parenthood into public commentary on such serious allegations against a close family member is a heavy shift. Her choice to wait until early April and then speak jointly with her husband suggests careful consideration. The statement carefully avoids speculation about guilt or innocence and instead centers on the harm described in the charges and a desire for justice. That measured approach stands out in a family that has faced intense public scrutiny for years, including the earlier conviction of oldest brother Jana Duggar on federal child pornography charges. Fans and media outlets responded quickly once Jana's words appeared. Many longtime viewers expressed sadness that the family was facing yet another difficult public chapter. Some praised Jana for centering the alleged victim and for stating that the news had come as a complete surprise. Others noted the emotional language she used, particularly the words deeply saddened and heartbroken, and connected it to the protective role she often played.